who's now calling themselves a blogger, Edgar, Obare. And telling people that you guys come out in large numbers to support me. That Kenyans need to come out in large numbers because I don't know, he's been taken to DC. I'm like, first of all, bruv, first of all.
Ulisikia wapi? Ulisikia wapi? Ulisikia wapi? Ulisikia wapi? Mheshimiwa, ulisikia wapi?
And then second of all,
Are you kidding me?
That report card.
Here we go!
Home of Entertainment Henny.
what's up, report card reader? Welcome back to hashtag the report card. Mkambirijigago is my name on all my social media platforms. In case you're wondering, in case you're like, who the hell is this? And why is she so loud? This is the home of entertainment commentary, entertainment Henny, and all things entertainment. Chairman of entertainment commentary. Let's get started. In case you don't know who Obare is, here's this guy over there, and this man, you know, I think this was like his original platform. Like YouTube, he was on the tubes of the youths, and he started sharing. I think his original content was him and the girlfriend who happens to be a blunt Batimaz of that day. Like, how do you even date someone like who looks like Edgar and not even see past the truth that is hidden right under your eye? You know, so he did this story that was alleging that Governor 001, Ali Hassan Joho, and Natalie Tewa, some, you know, I think it was like some weeks back, there was this brown bag that was trending, and then someone caught it, and then it went over the interwebs, and then, you know, a lot of names were entangled in that little plain entanglement, and then they tried to derail people, and then somebody, you know, the little tea pickers working in the plantation decided, let us send this Obare person this screen grab of something so sensitive. So the thing is, I don't think that Natalie was even after his neck because of saying that alleging that, I don't know, her and 001 are in some sort of entanglement. I don't think that was the issue. Because, I mean, these are two consenting adults. If they decide to be together, they decide to date, they decide, ni shauri yao. Because I don't think anyone would be pressed by that. Ata pia huyo Natalie Tewa. Like, people had an opinion, everybody would say something, but I don't think that was the main reason as to why she decided to take this matter to the DCI. It is simply because her privacy was infringed upon. And it is the fact that that was first of all breach of security. That, you know, you've gone somewhere. This is a confidential document that some stupid person somewhere who sits and says, hide my identity. The little tea pickers decides to screenshot that thing, send it there without even thinking that on some public forum. Mama, he said they came for me like many, a couple. Oh, God. And then he was like, you know, if he really did say this, that Kenyans need to rally, which Kenyans? I didn't understand. So, you know, sometime later, he actually, you know, wrote this and was like, guys, I'm fine. My lawyers have this. And then he deleted it. And, of course, is he going to survive this? Of course he will. I mean, but you know what, I think for someone to sit there and gas themselves up that people are going to come out, are you a politician? Because, you know, the only time people get such support, the politicians get such support because, one, they happen to have money to bribe and they happen to have money to churn out in their little PR camps. So, people are paid and you're given like some handle, like tusok, and then you're mobilized and told, go out there and demonstrate on behalf of politician A, B, C, and D. And it is only a politician who will tell people, come out, let us rally, let us speak against this, that people will hear. Even activists have to pay their own people. Even, I don't know, unless you really want a crowd. And the same people who keep coming to your platform telling you, hide my identity. Again, are the same people you're calling Kenyans, and mind you, we have 47 million Kenyans in this country. 47 million Kenyans in this country. So when you're telling people Kenyans come out, I'm telling you offline, nobody knows you. We're going to say it as it is, anakumani. And, you know, for somebody to sit there and just gas themselves up that someone is going to put their neck on the line for you. Ha! Yeah, I'm like, ho, ho, ha, ha, very fun. very funny things. Things are funny here. Who? Where? The same cowards who keep telling you hide my identity. Again, they sacrifice themselves to come there at the street demonstration on behalf of you. About what color is your problem? Because it sounded like you did not use that your common sense if you have any. But the thing is, this has probably given him more mileage, like it has propelled his numbers. But then eventually, and I'm just going to tell you the projection. Eventually, the plantation, the workers, the diligent workers who are working that tea plantation are slowly going to, everybody's just going to be worried. Because now someone is like, I would rather even just do this, like on those ratchet Facebook platforms or whatever, as opposed to I trusting someone to do this on my behalf, and then when thing comes to thing, someone starts ratting me out. So what does this translate to? It translates to eventually, if these people are properly intimidated, then those exposés are just going to be there. And you see, this is not even actually the first person who's been doing things like that. Let me tell you that now the time when it's his turn, and probably there's some really dirty, murky, ugly linen to be hung out here, the same people who are there saying, this guy is it, we are going to support him, we're gonna die with him, are going to be the same people who are going to turn the script na ndo ataanza kumchamba online. Hapa tunapaelewa, tunapajua there's really no loyalty to nobody. You're just a fan until you're no longer a fan. You're just a hater until you're no longer a hater. So this thing of thinking that for me, I have rallied my troops. YouTubes. So it almost feels like now pretty much everybody, and when I talk about everybody, I literally mean every Tom, Dick, and Harry is now a YouTube star. Everybody's on the tubes. It's on the U's and the tubes. With a little program here, a little interviewing segment there with what? Oh my God. I don't know if it's just like a wave of comedians that they decided, what, we do have an audience, so let's just take it to the tubes. Polite. So, yeah, almost recently, Jesse now started his own thing. Hey, so Bahati has managed to create some type of buzz. Okay, so Bahati takes to, they went with the wife and they discussed a lot of things. And I think the two things that I picked out was one, the cheating stuff, and then two, these things of him defected, from gospel going to secular or something. So the first one, when they were quizzed about in case what happens if Bahanye decides I just need to keep my appetite high, in case my blood gets hot and I need another honey to burn my calories with. So then I was asked, so wow, what is your take? Would you be comfortable with this man stepping out on you? And the answer she gave was it was not even black and white. It was very apparent that Diana was trying to say that I am one of those people who I really don't have a problem with a man stepping out on me. I will, of course, complain. It will hurt my feelings. But in the long run, if we are to get to an amicable situation, it will take a process. Like, we can talk things through like adults, And of course, probably I will forgive him in the long haul. But then meanwhile, Bahati, when the same question was posed, he did not have the same energy. In fact, he blatantly said that there's nothing we're going to discuss because if you ever dare step out on me, I am not forgiving you. Sounds like the double standards that these men give us. Beyond us. As it for you expect to do your little calorie burning with someone else. But then when this shore decides that maybe it's time for me to give you a dose, dose of your medicine, you want to get irritated and you want to act like you can never do that. It's like, okay. So apart from that, now they were asked what I'm simply saying is that the double standards, I think worldwide, when it comes to men and women and these things called marriages and relationships, especially in the African setup. We are usually handed the short end of the stick. Like Lamborghini it's always the fiat, man. It is fiat. Because you're like, really, why would we permit somebody to do whatever it is they want to do? But then when it's our season and our time to just say that this is what we want to do, the women are usually shamed for doing that. Okay. Anyways, so that was one. Then 2, he addressed this issue of, have you defected from secular? I don't know. He gave this whole political answer that I am still born again. Mi bado ni wa Mungu, sijui nini. And then he tried to put the responsibility in the industry and just go like, you know what, it is the industry, it's full of hypocrisy, it's full of this. And I'm just like, my God, you do not have the moral capacity to say this. And this is why I'm saying this. Someone like Bahati is not a newcomer into that industry, by the way. He is not a newcomer. There was that old guard, and then him is like, I think, 2nd generation. And then now there's the 3rd generation that's coming up. So when Bahati started, in fact, these were the kind of people who people would worship. Like, I'm telling you from things that I have seen. He was one of those people whom was literally a gatekeeper. And he was one of those people whom would crack the whips on certain situations. And he's actually among the group and among the listings of people who have managed to circumnavigate and make this thing more of a murky area. So for him to again stand out here and try to act like I've just been a victim of circumstances, I've been hurt by what some people have done, I've probably just been collateral damage in some people's hypocritical ways. You yourself, you was a hypocrite. You yourself, you were directly involved in making that industry what it is. It is what it is. Because, watu kama kina Esther Wahome, how come we've never heard of them trying to come out here and claim that this industry is full of hypocrites? Why? I don't know. Lakini ni nyinyi watu wa juzi hapa ambao I think you had this, notion in your head that things are going to work like this. And then you get tired and you are like, this is where the money is at. Money is on this other side of the terrain, because now, the lifespan of anyone who gets into that gospel industry with that mindset of I am chasing clout, eventually unafikanga mahali na unachapa, kwa sababu showbiz, it can only last as long as your next paycheck. Okay? And then when the scandals started popping up from here, there, this man, tried to say that Miss Aina Sujui loves what? God is love. I'm still a Christian. I'm still born again. And they even tried to make some very lame-ass joke, trying to justify why anybody would be singing whatever he's singing. And I'm just like, I'm just tired. I am tired of people not trying to take responsibility for their own actions and their own doings. For people not trying to say that, yes, it's true, now I have defected, and say what you want to say, but I am a goner. Just be like Willie Paul. Because this is exactly how Willie Paul started. He's not telling us that me now, I'm just singing love ballads. I'm singing love ballads. Because God is love. See, God knew our love. I don't know why do people like justifying their stupid actions. And then eventually, Willie Paul was just like, you know what, I am actually tired. I've just kicked rocks and this is it. I'm no longer singing those love ballads. I'm no longer doing those little gospel tunes. And now he's even a proud brand ambassador of some alcoholic brand. So, just live in your truth and just take responsibility. Own up and just say that this is it. For now, I have moved. Stop saying these things of this industry is hypocritical. Where exactly is in the industry hypocritical? Where? Because you mean to tell us that you're going to move, I don't know, from gospel to secular, and people are not hypocrites in the secular world? I'm just tired. I am tired.
Very Podcast.
Here we go!
Home of Entertainment Henny.